Hello, my name is Pluto. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this first video. Today I want to talk about, first of all, the drawing of this image, and second of all, kind of who I am, what this channel's about, and what the plan is for the future. Alright, so I guess we'll start at the second and loop back around to the first. First I want to talk about Pluto. I think, obviously, my name isn't Pluto. I'm using that as my channel name, but Pluto represents a lot, and I think it can mean a lot that can not only enhance people's perception of the channel, but enhance people's perspective of the art. Alright, so I guess what I want to convey is what Pluto represents. Obviously Pluto means the planet, or not anymore, the dwarf planet, the tiny planet. I kind of want to look at it as a way, like a microscopic way, to see what it means to live on a planet. I don't know. The idea is, I'm gonna have to edit that out, but the idea is we all live on one big planet, but we act like we live on our own planets. Like, he's kind of asking the question, like, back to Earth. I live on my own planet, but what you guys live, like, there's 6 billion of you. You live all on our collective planet, but everyone lives in their head. Everyone acts like they live on their own planet. It's kind of asking the question, like, what do you think our society would look like if you just had a planet to yourself? What would you do with that planet? Like, what does it mean to be a conscious human and have a planet to yourself? What does consciousness mean in that sense? And from there, like, kind of creating a sense of planetary consciousness. What do we all experience on this planet? We're all humans, we all experience the time, the thought, and the material reality. Let's zoom in on each of those. These are kind of the things that are universal to our universe, our perspective on the universe. I mean, time is based on planetary movements, revolutions around our axis, rotations around the sun, or strike that, reverse it. But the next is going to be thought. I mean, everybody thinks. If you're a human, you probably think. I mean, you're definitely thinking. You've thought before in your life. Is our consciousness our thought? Is our thought our consciousness? There's this spirit, soul to us. What's the connection between consciousness and our thought? But we all do it, But the biggest thing is we all exist on this planet. Existing is experiencing. Experiencing is being alive. Life takes a physical body. Physical bodies need habitats. And habitats are on planets. Especially in this space. We all exist on this planet. So I guess in a planetary way, we create our own reality. We use our material reality, our time, and our thought to create what we have on Earth right now. So what have we spent our time, material, thought, and reality creating? And that's where the Pluto kind of representation comes in here again, where Pluto is the Roman god of death and the underworld, but most importantly of wealth. I think Pluto in that way can highlight, okay, what have we spent our time, our thought, and our material reality creating? We've created death, we've created nukes, we've created the underworld, we've dug into the underworld, we found oil, and we've created, obviously, money. I mean, that's what we spent our time, thought, and energy creating. But it's Pluto is the god of that. And I think it's interesting. Pluto in language, plutonium is used in nuclear bombs. A plutocracy is a government ruled by the wealthy. I think these things kind of all connect in an interesting way. Yeah, these things all connect in a way that highlights what Pluto represents in a positive and a negative way, in a duality of consciousness way. But I want people to understand from this and really communicate, like, this idea of consciousness needs to consider awareness that we're on a planet. that we all share the same reality, and that consciousness isn't singularly kept in a singular human, but it's an awareness of our existence. And Pluto kind of represents this in every form, obviously, but Pluto kind of represents this. But there's a duality to it, right? Because he represents these things that are pointing out negatives in society, but what does he stand for? What do I want to stand for as this channel to, propagate? Because this is kind of like negative, but it's like, at the end of the day, we want peace and love, right? We want a positive impact. We want to ask the question, if you had your own planet, what would you create? I mean, what is your impact? What do you create now? What's your impact on our material reality right now? Okay? The goal for me, and if you listen to this, the goal I want you to take away is, I want you to have a positive impact on the earth, no matter what that means, being nice to people, whatever. I think I highlight in this image and in my art sometimes what a negative impact is, right? On a planet, a negative impact is a net negative. We've seen that. Government corruption, money, the military, the oil, it doesn't bring peace. And I highlight the military because, what does the peace symbol stand for? It's used in this art. It's used in a lot of my art. And I kind of use it as Pluto's symbol. His flag is a white flag with a peace symbol on it. And what does the peace symbol mean? Essentially, it means, and it stands for nuclear disarmament. Nuclear disarmament is so interesting to me. Historically, the peace symbol has stood for nuclear disarmament, but no one talks about that. Like, it's not just supposed to be like peace, yeah, cool. Like, it's supposed to mean something. That's a positive impact. I guess there's two types of peace that people have. Speaking about living on your own planet, there's an inner peace and there's an outer peace. A lot of people have wars going on in their head. You go through so much. We all share the same 24 hours, but everyone goes through different experiences in the same 24 hours, and that can cause a conflict of inner peace, right? And then there's outer peace. How do we create outer peace? Outer peace meaning the world being peaceful. How do we create outer peace? And do we use our time to create outer peace? Do we use our time to help people's inner peace? If everyone had not less going on in a positive way, less going on in a negative way in their lives, how would that create an inner peace for people? And how is that inflected by the outside? So I guess it's asking, what does your planet look like? Is it peaceful? Can we make our shared planet peaceful? Because it only comes from the inside to the out. So, I guess this idea of what Pluto represents and what he stands for, and that duality brings us to this image actually pretty well. It's kind of recognizing we're all on this planet, but very few of us have peaceful experiences. We all share the same 24 hours. What would a global peaceful day look like? Would that even be possible? Can we even dream of a peaceful planetary year? A planetary year that's like a revolution of our Earth around the sun. A peaceful revolution. A peaceful planetary revolution. Peaceful is both inner and outer peace. What are the connotations of revolution in our society? When you say that, you highlight these negative things. What does that even mean? The connotations of revolution is overthrowing the current status quo, highlighting what the current status quo is, overthrowing it, and creating a new society. But at the end of the day, that's not violence. Like, peaceful global revolution does not mean ever violence, and the goal is to stand for peace. The peaceful global revolution, in other words, is a peaceful experience on our planet of our shared time. It's not supposed to be. I think you get what I mean. I think this completes it. It sends us all into looking at the drawing you just watched me drew, and it asks the question, if this is a peaceful day on this planet, then what on earth is a peaceful global revolution? Thank you for watching. I hope you get the message. This took a long time to make, and the goal is to have more drawings, more videos like this. If you liked it, please press like. If you have anything to say, I'd love to hear it. But at the end of the day, I hope you got the message. Peace and love, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.